Make sure you guys use hashtag NFL to get your questions featured on NFL Daily by Chat Sports. I'm Mitchell Renz. I'll do my best to read them. Tom, he'll do his best to answer them, but the only way, well, I shouldn't say only way, the easiest way to get on the show is to use hashtag NFL, or if you want to click that super chat button when we go live here on Mondays. So, Tom, got some questions here rolling in on YouTube and on Facebook, so make sure that you guys are using hashtag NFL. Like one of our most loyal watchers, Jacob, we appreciate you. Should the Ravens go all out in free agency while Lamar is super cheap?
I think that's the way to go about it. If you want to maximize your window, I think that's the play. You spend big on free agency. You spend big. Maybe you get another receiver.
That was me opening up the window.
Maybe you probably get some more defensive help there. Figure out where you could have some regression and then kind of hedge against that. It might limit your long-term window, but the easiest path, and emphasis on this because there's really no easy path whatsoever, is to spend big while you have a cheap quarterback. It could work out really well for you, or you could get Jared Goff and the Rams, but it's a gamble worth taking, I think.
Let's go to D4K Prescott. Shout out to you, my man. Should the Cowboys sign Dez since Anthony Brown is on IR to help when a wide receiver is out?
The answer is no, because
Dez
isn't going to help you right now. He's not ready to play. He's not game shape. He needs time. Not only that, you're now down to 4 cornerbacks, and you've got an injury at safety in Jeff Heath. You should probably just promote Donovan Olumba. I don't think Dez makes sense for the Cowboys right now.
All right, let's go to JP Termat. Get a picture. Who could the Patriots get to improv at wide receiver? I know.
I don't have Michael Scott was pretty good at improv.
Dez Bryant.
I think you bank on N'Keal Harry being better and getting him fully up to speed in the offense. Like I think that's the route you go, and maybe you hope your running game actually gets going too.
Okay. Let's go to TKG, who looks like he could be a relative. Tom, heard Anthony Brown is for the year. Out. I know. I got to read it. It's the rules.
You don't have to read exactly what it is, Mitch. If you read what they mean, I'm not going to make you do anything mean to yourself. That's fine. Okay?
I follow the rules here.
The rules are read what they mean, not what they say. Now, Anthony Brown is out for the year. He needs surgery on his triceps, so he's going on IR.
Tom, do you have any triceps?
Not really.
Ooh. Peter Zamboni. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to say I focus on leg day because they can't see it.
If Dallas wakes up on the defensive end, can they be a dark horse in the playoffs? I'll take a drink to that. I don't know why I read that.
Yes, I think that's fair. I mean, you look at some of the advanced metrics where they rank. You can just look at point differential. That's often a good indication of how good or bad a team is. I think they can be. I also don't know if they're actually going to wake up on defense right now.
Let's go to Lamar Jackson or sign Colin Kaepernick. I'm not quite sure. Will Colin Kaepernick be signed by the Bengals, Dolphins, or Lions?
No, especially not the Dolphins because of his Fidel Castro comments. That doesn't fly in Miami. Bengals, maybe in the offseason I think that could actually make some sense, but they're going to tank with Finley, and the Lions aren't going to bring in Kaepernick. So,
I mean, the teams that were at his workout, the Lions, Chiefs, Jets, Eagles, 49ers, Titans, Redskins. So maybe the Lions. People are talking. Let's go to Jacob. Jacob, who is going to get overpaid this free agency? This is a very, very good question. And if you guys want to get your questions on the show like Jacob did, make sure that you guys use hashtag NFL to get your questions here live on our show, and then we'll get to that super chat. Don't worry. So, who's going to get overpaid?
Does Austin Hooper count?
I like Austin Hooper.
He's a really good tight end. Are you going to pay him $10+ million a year?
No.
Then you've overpaid him because that's what he's going to get on the open market.
Ooh, Hoop, there it is.
So
that's a lot.
I know it's a weird one. Other guys, I kind of scroll through a list here. I will never say Teddy Bridgewater. He's not overpaid at all. Maybe another tight end, Eric Ebron.
Melvin Gordon.
I could see him.
Arian Stark says Melvin Gordon.
Maybe Melvin Gordon. I don't know if he gets the back because he's been kind of iffy this season, but I think that could work.
Okay.
I could see someone like Robert Quinn getting a lot of money too, and I'm a big fan of his. But Shaq Barrett's going to get paid too.
Could we see a running back like Christian McCaffrey kind of do what Zeke did, maybe try to get some extra money?
You're going to see backs do that.
Okay.
Everyone's going to follow the Zeke playbook.
All right, let's go to a super chat from Caleb. Shout out to you, my man. Does Oakland have Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Comeback Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year? So, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Josh Jacobs. I think that one's kind of locked in.
Yes.
Maxx Crosby just had 4 sacks. I'll still say Bosa deserves it over Crosby, but right now it's those two, in my opinion.
It's going to be Bosa, but I've been very impressed by Maxx Crosby.
Comeback Player of the Year.
Almost like he shouldn't have gone at round 4. Wow.
Who would be Comeback Player of the Year?
Derek Carr? I don't know who else they'd be referring to.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure there.
It's probably going to be Garoppolo.
Coach of the Year, John Gruden, but I'm still going to give it to Shanahan. And then Executive of the Year, I mean, Mike Mayock and the rookies, what they've been doing has been very special, but the 49ers are kind of ruining it. Caleb Landry says Darren Waller for Comeback Player of the Year. I don't know if he...
Okay. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know. I would say most
improved.
improved, which isn't really the award, but I'd go that round instead.
I think Comeback Player of the Year has to go to Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Even though he hasn't played all that great, but when you're 9-1 and your team's number 1, yeah. Let's go to Miguel Garcia. Should Ravens trade for Odell Beckham Jr.? This is a fun question. I just don't see the Browns trading to their division rival, who right now is 8-2.
Yeah, the Browns aren't going to do that, but it's fun, right? You go Odell Beckham, you go Marquise Brown, you go with Miles Boykin or Seth Roberts. You want to have him keep blocking.
Can you even imagine the offense then with Odell, Lamar, man? Like, that would be fun. That would be hella entertaining.
It's a great Madden idea, but the Browns aren't going to do that, and I don't think the Ravens are going to give up the assets to pull it off.
I'll tell you what,
focus on their defense.
If Odell Beckham does get traded to the Baltimore Ravens, that is a stack that I would do on FanDuel almost every single week. Lamar Jackson to OBJ, heck yeah. And if you guys want to go on FanDuel, go to FanDuel.com/chatsports. You will get $5 free with your initial deposit. So I saw some people asking, Tom, if they could play against us on FanDuel. Yes, you can hit me up on IG at MitchellRenz365. Hit up Tom at What Going Downey. And if you get started with FanDuel using FanDuel.com/chatsports, I will challenge you. I will challenge you. We can do a head-to-head. But if you don't want to play against me, you guys can enter tournaments. It's a lot of fun over at FanDuel if you like fantasy football. FanDuel.com/chatsports. So, Yo Hoffman, Reggie, Nathaniel Carter, challenge you. Go with FanDuel. Okay, Tom. Fun question here. Who is the best running back in the NFL?
McCaffrey. I'm going to go with McCaffrey.
You didn't even like, oh, it could be this guy, could be this guy.
I thought about this one before the show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So who's the best running back in the NFL? We want you to shout it out. Barrett B49 says Tony Pollard. I'm going to guess you're a Cowboys fan. I am also going to go with Christian McCaffrey because Christian McCaffrey is the first player running back in NFL history actually with over 1,000 rushing yards and over 500 receiving yards in the first 10 games. He's been absolutely incredible this year. I would have also leaned towards Saquon Barkley. Zeke has not been very good. He's still got to be up, I think, in the discussion. Aaron Jones is having a very good year. Mark Ingram's having a good year. Matt Breida is a comment in there. TKG says Lamar Jackson. So who's the best running back in the NFL? We want to hear from you guys, so throw it if you're watching us on YouTube and on Facebook. Let's go to Joel Hoffman.
You got that one right. Proud of you.
What is happening to Minshew magic?
It's dead. It's also, it is mania. It's kind of like when Frosty the Snowman lost his hat and all of a sudden he couldn't do anything. Like, the magic just kind of ran out for Gardner Minshew. A great story, and then you remember that in his last 4 games as the starter for the Jags, he was completing less than 55% of his passes for 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions with 1,000 yards. He's going to be a great backup. He was never a true starter.
I need you to do me a big favor and get a picture of Frosty the Snowman. I'd appreciate that. Let's go to Jason Douglas. Kind of looks like Frosty. Who can Indy get at quarterback to be a contender next season? I mean, right now, Tom, they're in the playoffs. So, like, they're kind of a contender. Right? I mean, it does sound weird saying that a team could make the playoffs and lose to the Dolphins in the same season. However, I mean, the Colts, they're still a contender. You have to at least say they're a contender. They're in the playoffs right now.
Brissett's done a great job of keeping them above water. I don't know if you're going to win a Super Bowl with him.
I don't think so.
Necessarily. I think he can hope he gets to the playoffs there.
I mean, we've seen the Colts team lose to the Dolphins and beat the Chiefs. Like, this is...
I think for the Colts, you're not going to spend money on anybody, so you'd look towards the draft and probably try to develop somebody behind Brissett for a year. Maybe take it as the Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes type move.
Andrew Luck. Damn it. Zane.
Sorry.
Zane Gal. What is your order Worst to best for the quarterbacks drafted in the 2018 first round. So we're going from worst to best. And if you want to get your questions here on the show, use hashtag NFL. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, use hashtag NFL. Get your comments here on the show. So worst to best, the quarterbacks drafted in the 2018 first round.
I think the first and last are pretty easy. The worst is obviously Josh Rosen.
Really?
He's the one not playing at all. The best is obviously Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Then your order kind of comes down to Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, and Josh Allen. I'd probably flip those from worst to best. So I would go Rosen, Allen, Darnold, Baker, and then Lamar. But those middle three are completely interchangeable, frankly.
Yeah, my order is completely the same. I wish I didn't have the exact same order. But I think Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield. Yes, Baker hasn't had that good of a year. I still think once they get rid of Freddie Kitchens, I think they get at somebody who's at least competent. You'll see Baker a little bit more like he did his rookie year. I'm going to go Lamar, Baker. Doesn't even matter from there on out. I'm not quite sure. Now, we have a lot of NFL news, rumors. We do live watch parties, Q&A, and so much more. And if you're not already subscribed to Chat Sports, make sure you guys do. It's youtube.com/chatsportstv. If you want a shout out, we're giving out shout outs. So type sub if you are a subscriber to our channel. And take that link, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Send it to your friends. Tom, I know you don't have many, but send it to them.
Ouch.
We got NFL news, rumors, and so much more. Also, live
Totally
watch parties.
unnecessary.
Live watch parties, Tom.
All right.
They're a fun thing here. So I'll give a shout out to Peter, D4K Prescott, Caleb, Joel Hoffman, Barrett B49, Caleb, Holtz. Appreciate you, and you guys are what make Chat Sports so special. Speaking of Peter, what up, Peter? Peter Sempino. When Brady retires, never going to happen, do you think Belichick will retire with him?
I think there's a pretty decent chance of that.
I do too, because what happens, right? If Brady retires, and then there's that 1 year where maybe the Patriots don't do well, do you think then Belichick's legacy would be in question?
No, I don't think.
I don't know.
Now, people are going to make that bullshit claim,
I'll
but it annoys me that you're going to say, well, this 1 year was way more impactful than the other 20.
Yep.
Like, come on. No, Belichick has cemented himself as the greatest coach in NFL history. I don't really care to argue one way or the other there.
Okay. Who's the greatest coach in NFL history? Tom says Belichick.
It's Belichick.
Let us know.
Modern NFL history. How about that? That way I don't have
Modern?
to include, that way I don't have to include Paul Brown in that discussion.
All right. Let's go to Charles Polka. Could be Brown for all we know. Does Teddy Bridgewater play for the Saints next season? I'll say yes, because I know Tom's going to go on a tangent.
I don't know. It's not that the Saints wouldn't want Teddy Bridgewater back, but let me run this scenario by you. What if Drew Brees says, I want to play
You're on the clock. You got 30 seconds.
I want to play one more year.
Okay.
They're both free agents.
Okay.
Who do you sign? Who do you let walk?
If you're the Saints, you're bringing back Brees.
Then Bridgewater's gone. Because you can't pay both guys $25+ million when you're already paying Drew Brees a bunch of dead money next year no matter what.
Okay.
So I think he's going to get a starting job somewhere. I don't know if it's going to be the Saints unless he wants to take less money or a super backloaded deal to make it happen.
This isn't from me. This is from White Creek Radio. Get a pick, Charles. So there you go. Let's go to Mason. Wow. Mason. Opinions on NFC North's Packers.
They're a good team. I mean,
Aaron Rodgers, he's going to throw in the football.
I don't have any super crazy unique analysis. The Packers are who we thought they were.
Aaron Jones has been, I think, one of the most underrated running backs in the NFL this year. Now, sure, his yards per carry isn't up there as high as some of these other elite running backs, but he, I'll say, has been the bigger reason for the Packers.
Are you saying free Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones is a great running back. I mean, he's been getting the work.
I think he's been one of the best offensive players on that team.
I'll tell you what. You know what I think was one of my favorite memories from this entire year? When I bet on the Packers to beat the Cowboys on BetDSI and Aaron Jones went for 4 touchdowns and I could just rub it in your face. You guys can go bet on all NFL games. Chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code NFL120 for 120% deposit bonus. If you want to bet on NFL, NBA, college football, there is only one place to do it. It's chatsports.com/bet. And also, today's water is brought to you by BetDSI. You can't really see it, but that's where that's from. Use that promo code NFL120. You'll have a great show. Joel Hoffman, what's up? He's using hashtag where. Okay, do the Dolphins start with all the holes where?
It on their roster. I Sorry, y'all. The nice part is you just pick the best players. Like, I don't know how much you're going to spend in free agency. Maybe it's not that much. You just go, okay, let's see. Maybe go quarterback early and take care of that. And then you go, all right, best player. If it's not a defensive tackle, you probably take him. Like, everything else has needs on your roster. Because you took Christian Wilkins last year. Like, everything else, just invest.
Yo, I want you to go on Google and type in roaster holes and use that as your picture. Let's go to Jason Douglas. What up, Jason? Who do you got representing the NFC in the Super Bowl? Well, luckily for me, I already went to BetDSI, and I used that chatsports.com/bet. I've had the Saints win in the Super Bowl. I'm going to stick with it. So for me, my NFC prediction is going to be the Saints, and I'm actually going to go with the 49ers. I think they're playing some solid football, and that defense has been really playing well. I'll say Saints and 49ers.
In the Super Bowl?
No, in the NFC.
Yeah, in the Super Bowl. You get one pick.
Oh, I thought it was like NFC Championship game. All right, so
you
I'll
get
stick
one
with Saints.
pick. Okay, there you go. I'll stick with the Niners then, because I see that Niner fan's in there feeling good about his team.
Okay, seeing that Niner fans saying 49ers. Who do you got representing the NFC in the Super Bowl? Throw that one in the comments section below.